What does God call you? Well, I had this experience just recently and I had to share it because it has been such a game changer for me. And I am just hoping that this is going to inspire you in the way that it inspired me. So I was listening to Jamie Winship and he talked about identity. He talks about identity a lot, but in this one video, he mentioned that God calls him his untier of knots. He helps people untie the knot of fear. He helps people untie the knot of identity. He unties knots of worldviews. And so it got me thinking. And I went before God and I said, this is kind of fun. God, what do you call me? Nothing. I didn't hear anything. So the next day, it came up again in my heart. And I just said, Lord, maybe today, what do you call me? And I prayed and said, look, I'm okay with not hearing anything. I have lots of really exciting assignments before me, and I've got work to do, and I've got people to love, and I've got a community to serve. So if you don't want to tell me this right now, that's okay. In your timing, Lord. And as I was praying, God took me to Ezra. Now, that's a book that I don't spend a whole lot of time in. I mean, I know the story of Ezra. I've read the Bible through a number of times, but I don't feel super connected to that book. Oh, I do now, but I didn't. And specifically, I felt like God was calling me to Ezra 7. Now, I have to say, I shared this story on a Daily Dose. That's a sweet little daily devotional group that I'm a part of. If you're not a part of that, I'll post it on my Facebook page. Hop over there, join. There's a number of us ladies who come on once a day in the morning, usually around 8:30 in the morning, 7 days a week. And we go through a devotional together and we just pray for you. And it's just a sweet community. So I'll post that in there. And I shared this with them. So if you're in that community, you probably heard this story. But if not, I want to share this. So I went to Ezra 7. And this is what the Lord said. He told me that I am his skilled and ready scribe. I mean, when he said it, I was like, yes, I am. That is exactly what I am. That is exactly who I am. But listen to what he showed me. So this comes from Ezra chapter 7, and it's a few different verses kind of put together. This Ezra came up from Babylon, and he was a skilled and ready scribe in the law of Moses with the Lord God of Israel. Sorry, I can't read today, which the Lord God of Israel had given. The king granted him all his requests according to the hand of the Lord his God upon him, according to the good hand of his God upon him. For Ezra had prepared his heart, that's the ready part. Ezra had prepared his heart to seek the Lord, seek the law of the Lord, actually, to do it, and to teach statutes and ordinances in Israel. Blessed be the Lord God of our fathers, who has extended mercy to me before the king and his counselors and before all the king's mighty princes. So I was encouraged as the hand of the Lord my God was upon me, and I gathered leading men of Israel to go up with me. So Ezra, as a scribe, was commissioned to do three things: to seek, to do, and to teach. And then actually there was a fourth: to lead others back to the land. Okay. I looked this up in like every translation I could find, and here were some of the words that the Lord gave me. Okay, so for seek, he gave me study. He gave me interpret, inquire, let's see, I think that was it. Okay. And then for the doing part, he gave me to practice. Oh gosh, how often do we just practice what the Lord has shown us? To perform. And then last there is to teach, which pretty much was the same everywhere. But it was so powerful because I thought, okay, if it's not one of those things, if I'm contemplating something and it doesn't fall into that category of the ready, skilled and ready scribe to prepare my heart and to seek the Lord and to practice it, study it, do it, and then teach it, it's not my wheelhouse. I can let somebody else do it. I'm going to stay in my lane. So I just wanted to encourage you because God has a name for you. He has a lane for you. And this isn't just about what we do. It's about who we are. This is why I have a trillion journals that I use on the regular. Like I have so many of them with different purposes and I use them. I use them all. And so I want to encourage you to just get quiet before God and say, God, what do you call me? What do you call me? And if you're willing to share it, I would love to hear it. So come back and tell me what the Lord said. I would love to hear what he's calling you. That's all. Be blessed today.